Well, today's devotional video is a skill every eBay seller needs but nobody talks about. Overcast, a month of end of June almost. Have gloom June happening. Summer will kick in here pretty quickly. We got 4th of July weekend coming up, and then it's normally really sunny in July. We'll see, but gonna enjoy this walk, see where how far I get. I should get to 5 miles. Waiting for my buddy. So thanks for watching. Please hit that like button and that subscribe button. It really does help. Thank you guys.
Welcome back to the Wandering Reseller. I like traveling across California, Nevada, and Arizona, searching for unique treasures at estate sales, thrift stores, and auctions. I also dabble in online auctions to uncover hidden gems from all over the country. This channel is all about the thrill of the hunt, finding those vintage collectibles, rare items, and items that have incredible stories to share.
All right, I gotta go to ship. I wanted to show you guys, it's almost done. It's the leaderboard for all influencers and reselling. The categories on top. I got the sound over guy coming in and talking about who's moving up the leaderboard, what's new in the news. It's pretty cool, pretty excited about it. So to the post office I go, and let's talk about our devotional video that we were talking about.
One of the biggest challenges in reselling has nothing to do with inventory. It has nothing to do with shipping. It has nothing to do with eBay's algorithm. It's dealing with people. Let's face it. If you sell long enough, you're going to run into difficult people, difficult buyers, difficult competitors, difficult negotiations, people who leave unfair feedback, people who send frustrating messages, people who make you want to fire back with a response you'll probably regret later. And honestly, that's where a lot of sellers hurt themselves. Not because of the situation, because of their reaction. I've learned something over the years. Every emotional reaction has a cost. Sometimes it's a lost customer. Sometimes it's negative feedback. Sometimes it's stress that follows you around all day. Sometimes it's time and energy that should have been spent building the business. The reality is that anger is expensive. Best resellers learn how to manage it. Think about customer service. When a buyer sends a frustrating message, your first reaction usually isn't your best reaction. Your first reaction is emotional. But successful sellers understand something important. Responding and reacting are two different things. Reacting is emotional, responding is intentional. And intentional responses usually create better outcomes. I've noticed some of the best sellers I've met have an unusual ability. They stay calm, even when a buyer is unreasonable, even when a return feels unfair, even when someone leaves feedback that doesn't make sense. They're able to separate the emotion from the decision. And that's a huge competitive advantage. Because every minute spent frustrated is a minute not spent growing the business. Honestly, some of my biggest mistakes in business happened when I reacted too quickly. I responded before thinking. I focused on being right instead of being productive. And looking back, it almost never helped. One thing that has helped me is creating a pause. When something frustrating happens, stop. Take a breath. Think. Then respond. That simple pause changes everything. Because most situations aren't improved by emotional decisions. They're improved by thoughtful ones. Here's today's challenge. The next time something frustrates you in your reseller business, don't respond immediately. Wait, take a breath. Look at the situation from a business perspective instead of an emotional perspective. Ask yourself, what's the response that moves my business forward? Not, what's the response that makes me feel better right now? Because those are often two very different answers. Appreciate you guys watching. If you're building your reseller business one step at a time, subscribe to the channel. And remember, the strongest sellers aren't the ones who never face frustration. They're the ones who stay in control when frustration shows up. See you guys in the next one.
Well, that wasn't too bad. I like changing up the post office. That makes it a lot easier. Different people. Yeah, this is the Newport Beach one. Let's see what I can get done at home. I got some product organization. I gotta finish the stickers. I got all sorts of stuff to finish. I want to thank you guys for coming along. If you like this content, please hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day, guys.